Good morning, Broncos Country, and it is game day. I'm the Mile High Viking, and I am bringing you the Get Bucked Game Day Show live from parts unknown. Guys, I'm so excited. The Denver Broncos are back on the road today, facing off in Tampa against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 2-0 today. Can the Broncos get it done? Can they finally end this losing streak that has become the 2024 season? Granted, it's only 2 games, but who cares? 2 games in a row is a losing streak. Let's end it today. This is the Get Buck Game Day Show. Let's go.
Williams takes the handoff, and Williams, nice second effort, still going. Javonte Williams carrying defenders. Second and 4, Jamar Jefferson in the game for the first time today, and a diving interception made at the 12-yard line. Justin Simmons with a spectacular pick. Inside the 15, inside the 10, the 5, touchdown, Denver!
What is up, Broncos Country? And how are you doing, Orange and Blue crew? I am Johnny Baki, the Mile High Viking, and with me today on the Get Buck Game Day Show, my friend Bronco Rob. What is up, buddy? This is the Get Buck Game Day Show on Orange and Blue Network and on the Mile High Roundtable. What's up, Rob? How are you feeling today?
I'm good, Johnny. I'm good. I'm glad to see you here this morning. I'm glad to see we got the crew in the comments already. It's game day. It's another day for Denver to prove the haters wrong. And, let's get into it.
Absolutely, my friend. Yeah, you're not wrong. We've already got plenty of our buddies in the comment stream. We've got D-Rock saying, "Sup, Mile High Country." We got Blitzby repping, popping into the chat. He says, "My birthday was yesterday, so I'm praying for a win. I wished for it when I blew my candles out." That's right. So this one's for Blitz. We've got Dylan Kuhn in the house. Will Mike and Bill be on the show today for the game, or is it us for this game? If you're talking about the neighborhood, my friend, it will be Bill and Mike on the neighborhood over on now on MHRT Network and the Orange and Blue Network. We're going to have full game day coverage on both networks now with the Get Buck Game Day Show, then the neighborhood, and then the Buck Your Feelings post game show. So yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. We got Christopher Earl Ashley in the house saying, "Let's go, believe." Absolutely. I believe. I absolutely believe. Guys, thank you for joining us today on the Get Bucked Game Day Show. As I stated before, this is on the Orange and Blue Network and on Mile High Roundtable. So if this is your first time watching or you're watching on MHRT, please jump on over to Orange and Blue Network. Give us a like, subscribe, share, comment on YouTube, X, Facebook. And you can also find the audio version of every one of our podcasts wherever you listen to your favorites. Conversely, if you're watching this on Orange and Blue Network and you haven't already, please jump on over to MHRT Network. Give us a like, subscribe, share, comment on YouTube, X, Facebook, Twitch. Hell, we're even on Instagram. Make sure you do that, guys. It would greatly help us out. We love you, Broncos Country, and we appreciate you. This show today is brought to you by Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend. You can catch the link in the bio below. Dubby is awesome stuff. Gets you going throughout, get your day going. It comes in a multitude of delicious flavors. All right. This stuff is wonderful. It gives you the kick you need to start your day because every single cup comes with it has 2 cups of coffee worth of caffeine in it. But I love emphasizing the but on this. There are no calories. There is no sugar. There is no maltodextrin. There is no fillers, and there's no artificial colors. It's as natural as it gets. It's nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, and then nootropics, including their patented neurofactor that keep you sharp and going throughout your day. Guys, I'm telling you, this stuff, I'm surprised it's not more popular than it is, but it will get there. It is good stuff. So jump on over, get yourself the dub by going to w.gg. And while you are there, make sure that you punch in code NRWOB10. That's NRWOB10 at the checkout. That will get you 10% off your order. Guys, get yourself the dub. So, boom, here we go. It's game day, baby. It's game day. Game 3 of the season. Oh, let's see. Okay, I'm sorry. We got some more in the comments. Oh, and look who has joined us. It is my cousin, my childhood best friend, Jay, the Denver Dream Weaver, is in the house. What's up, Jay?
Well, hello, everybody, and good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, I guess.
Well, for us, it's definitely good morning. It's definitely good morning.
I guess so. It is.
How are things? How are things in Omaha?
Oh, they're all right. I just sat in a little kid's football game, so I'm in a football mood.
How'd your little man do?
Ready to go. Excited to see some Buccaneers. Buccaneers going down. I don't know. Baker Mayfield has played very well thus far, so I'm hoping we finally see the downturn of their offense because we certainly need a good defensive performance on the road today.
Absolutely. And how did your little man do in football this morning?
Not too bad. It was actually my girlfriend's kid. They won 24-0, so dominated.
24-0, man. You gave the other team a big old goose egg. What's up? I love it.
Absolutely. So I'm ready to get going. Ready to scream and go nuts for some Bronco football early in the morning.
Oh, absolutely. Here. We've got more in the chat. We got Dylan Kuhn popping in saying, let's Broncos get this win. Michael Yost, my dear friend, popping in saying, what's up, homie? Super excited for today's game. Hoping we can hold our ground against the Bears. Mike, we're not playing the Bears. Oh, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about them Grizzly Bears that I made my comparison to. Remember that? Yeah. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about the Grizzly Bears, not the team, the Bears. Blitz saying, please tell me Bo throws his first NFL TD today and tell me we are not wearing white today. No. I believe today we are finally rocking the orange, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. And I'm pumped because you guys know orange is my favorite color. I'm obviously rocking my orange as I have all season so far. So I'm very excited to finally see the new orange jerseys on the field. Mundungus popping in the house. He's saying that him and Bill and Dylan will be on today, or him and Bill will be on today, and then me and Bill will be hosting the neighborhood next week. So that's going to be fun. And let's see. The comment stream's already just blowing up, man. Can we get a Dylan Kuhn? Can we get a pray for Broncos to get this win? We need a win. Let's go Broncos country. We got Blitz popping in, giving you your. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Sorry, going back up. Here we go. Blitz popping in, giving you your welcome there, Jay Weaver.
Yeah.
And funny thing, speaking of Weaver, right now, Jay, we had during our show the other night, we had such a long segment talking about our wonderful grandmother who just so happens to be downstairs. from me right now because I am coming to you live. That's why I'm green screening it right now. You don't see my man cave in the background because I'm at my parents' house in mine and Jay's hometown in Longmont, Colorado today. So
Super jealous.
very, very excited. Yeah,
Tell
I
him
know
all
you
about
are,
it.
buddy. I will. Yeah, well, my dad is literally sitting right here watching us live. So Jay says hi, Dad.
Hi, Jerry.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I
That's
know,
all
right?
Great surprise, obviously.
Absolutely. So, anyway, guys, all right. Denver Broncos, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, week 3, 2024. How are we feeling, Jay? What do you think? What are you feeling about today?
So from what I have read up on, there is a lot of injuries on the defensive side of the ball for the Bucs. So this really is a game that sets up for Bo Nix to be able to flex out a little bit and do some things that maybe he hasn't done in the past 2 games, get a little uncomfortable, do some things that have been outside of the game plan thus far. But in my opinion, it's not only Bo Nix's responsibility to, try some things he hasn't done, but it's Sean Payton. Let's call some plays and get some design set up that we haven't tried thus far, especially from getting the ball down the field 20 plus yards, route scheme. So I'm excited to see that. Hopefully we see it. That's the thing.
Absolutely. I feel you. Let's get away from this. We've gone to the ice cream shop for the last 2 weeks, and we've gotten vanilla both times. All right, let's get some strawberry swirl or some chunky monkey. Let's mix it up a little bit. I feel you 100%. Rob, what are you feeling about today?
So just to piggyback off of what Jay was saying about the injuries, it looks like they have 4 injuries on the defensive line: outside linebacker, defensive line, safety, and nose tackle. So they do have an injury basically at every level of the defense. So hopefully that, like Jay was saying, hopefully, that gives Denver the opportunity to, get a little rowdy and actually be able to run the ball and run the offense and score more than, 16 points. But the thing that's surprising to me, honestly, and I'm a believer. I believe that we will get our win today, but the stats just for their offense are staggering to say the least. I mean, in the first 2 games, Baker Mayfield's had 474 yards. Baker Mayfield. We're not talking about Lamar Jackson. We're not talking about Patrick Mahomes. We're talking about Baker freaking Mayfield. Chris Godwin alone has had 200 receiving yards in the last 2 games, so he's definitely going to be somebody that we need to lock down on defense.
I would love to point out, Chris Godwin will be covered by Pat Surtain today.
I sure as hell hope so.
Now granted, we need Pat Surtain to have a better game than he had last week.
So it probably won't. So Chris Godwin got moved in the offseason to slot. He was playing outside opposite of Mike Evans. So the whole reason why Chris Godwin has broken out this season is because he's going against nickel cornerbacks. And Chris Godwin is a phenomenal wide receiver, would be a number 1 on a lot of teams. So he's going to be Jaquan McMillian. That's going to be the matchup to watch because Mike Evans will get shut down.
So what you're saying is it's got to be a big day for one J-Mac.
Very much so.
He can do it, man. He can do it. You heard the sound there. Eat that mushroom. Get big. Let's go. But no. All right. So there's that. But I mean, again, Baker Mayfield has who have they played the first 2 weeks? I can't remember. Who did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play their first 2 games?
Detroit is one of them because I remember.
Detroit was last week.
That's right.
In Washington, they played the Commanders.
Okay, well, we have a better defense than the Commanders have.
And Detroit.
We do. And Detroit. We have a better defense than either of those teams. I'm not saying, listen, I've always, this, Jay, I have always liked Baker Mayfield. And when he was being wasted, and I mean wasted in Cleveland, I was sad for him. I really was. I was actually really excited when he was given his opportunity to go to Tampa Bay to follow up Tom Brady, and everybody was just like, "Oh, Baker, it's gonna," and he showed up. And I was like, I knew he could. Always knew that he could. I'm not sitting here rooting for the guy today because I want to beat the crap out of him. But obviously on the scoreboard. But I don't think he's faced off against the defense as good as ours yet this season. So I'm not looking for him, to score or to get 470 plus passing yards this week. And here's hoping that Pat Surtain can lock down his side. I mean, he always does lock it down. He just needs to stay away from penalty yards this week. And Riley Moss, here's hoping he takes his step forward this week.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was actually kind of surprised looking at their season stats thus far. They have not run the ball very well either. Their leading rusher has 84 yards, and it's a rookie, Bo Nix, and I guess Troy Franklin's former teammate, Bucky Irving. So they can't really run the ball very well, which is good for us, I think, because our defense thrives on getting into a situation where we know it's a pass and we can pass rush.
Absolutely.
So Zach Allen, we need the continuing efforts of him. I want to see some Jonathan Cooper action, some Nick Benito action. They'll obviously get a little extra reps now that Baron Browning's on IR. Our defense should be able to swarm, which is great because that plays to our strengths.
Absolutely. Back to the chat. Let's see. Liz popping in saying hopefully Sutton wiped the mud off his cleats today. Yeah, let's hope. He needs to speed up a little bit, man. He's playing slow football, and that's not what you want from the guy who is touted to be your number one wide receiver. He shouldn't be moving that slowly. I'm just saying, plain and simple. G Money 88 popping in. That's a new name for us, but I don't have any beer here right now, so I'm just gonna, proverbial cheers to G Money 88. That's a new name to us. So he said, G Money says, my heart can't take starting 0-3 again this year. So losing is not an option today, boys. Let's effing go ponies. We need this W bad. Absolutely. Michael Yost popping in. Need Bo to have time from the O-line to work in the pocket and get good throws to his receivers and get our rush game up. O-line needs to show up today. Thoughts on this? Because I feel like, but we said it all week. Bo has not been the problem. In his throws, even except for a few bad decisions, which you expect from a rookie quarterback. His throws have been on. His throws have been where they need to be. For the most, I'd say for like 80+% of his throws have been right where he wants them to be. The problem has been drops from his wide receivers and from his tight ends.
And yes, we're talking to you, Greg Dulcich.
Yeah, what the hell? Greg Dulcich, supposed to be the future of pass catching tight end for this team, and he dropped 2 or 3 last week? That's unbelievable, man. That is unacceptable. They better have like I swear, Sean Payton better have smacked him in his helmet this week and just been like, you catch that ball or you will be fired.
You drop a pass, you run a mile.
Well, I think this is where the injuries for them come into play because the 3-level head of their defense, Vita Vea, is their run stopper. That is their line pressure, and he's out. So theoretically, that should help our O-line a whole lot, especially from an interior standpoint. And then Antoine Winfield Jr. is their leader of the entire defense, and he is that secondary person that sets the tone for the whole top of their defense. Now they still got a really good. They still got Devin White. They still got Levante David. Their linebackers are still stout. They're very good. So our run game will hopefully be better, but no question we should be able to have a better potential passing scheme than we have in the past two games. We should be able to throw it downfield in a long ball sense because Winfield's out. I would love to point out that, I don't like counting on the other team's injury report helping us win a game. I hate that. I just want to be, obviously the goal is to just be the superior team naturally,
right?
Yeah.
However, with a rookie quarterback like Bo, right now, what he needs more than anything in his development is to build confidence, because confidence equals good play ultimately in the end. So going up against a secondary that's damaged, being able to make complete some good passes, that will work to build that confidence for him, so we can see it build in the season. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
Rob,
It's true.
what are you thinking about that?
Yeah, no, I mean, Bo definitely, like you were saying, he's pretty accurate. 75-80% of his passes are right where they need to be. He needs to bring the over the head over, sail over the head. He needs to bring him down just a little bit. And he needs a little more work as far as making, appropriate decisions. He's had a couple picks, in the end zone where they should have been touchdowns. But I'm not going to leave that all on him. I feel like the wide receivers are not fighting for the ball and fighting for position for the ball. Cortland Sutton, there was no reason that should have been picked off. He should have been able to come over the top and rip it out of the guy's hands. But
Yeah.
that's just my 2 cents on
I mean,
it.
as we know, Cortland Sutton is a master of the 50-50 ball. You're absolutely right. There should not have been a reason that could have happened, but it did. So now we wash our hands of it. We move on. We're into week 3. Let's leave weeks 1 and 2 in the past. What y'all say?
Yeah.
All right. Comments. We got G Money. Okay. Asking. Yeah. G Money. To answer your question. Yes, the neighborhood will be live streaming during the game. It's going to be fun, as it always is. For those that have never watched the neighborhood before, please tune in, check it out. They don't live stream the game on the show because we don't have the licensing rights to do so, right? But Bill and Mike will sit there. They'll talk about it as each play unfolds, and then of course in between plays they just BS the whole time. Lots of jokes, laughter. Lots of poking fun in the comments. It's a good time, man. So definitely, while you're watching the game, maybe have your phone or your tablet or your laptop out and have the neighborhood going too, because it is a dang good time. And if you don't have the game, even though they can't play it, you're at least getting updates play by play as to what's going on during the game as well on there. So it's a lot of fun. Make sure you check that out. Let's see. Tyler and Charlotte. That would be our boy Ty Y saying, "What's up, boys? I'm still down and out, but trying to get my head right. Hey, brother, we are 100% behind you. Orange and Blue Network, MHRT Network. We love you, man. If there is one person that understands mental health and the importance of keeping it strong and addressed, it's me, and I know you know that. So, brother, you take all the time you need. We are right here for you, no matter what." He says, "Hopefully next week's game, Jay makes my mind change."
Yeah, dude,
Hopefully,
we're gonna have a
that's
great
right.
time. So, me, Ty Y, and I will be live at the Jets game in New York. Super excited for that game. Ty Y, we're gonna have a great time, man. So, all's gonna be well.
Yeah. Blitz wants to know if we watch Perna. Of course, I watch Perna.
Of course.
I mean, I've been watching Perna for years. I've been trying to get him on the show, but he is. People don't really realize this about Brandon Perna. He is a ridiculously busy dude. Getting him to guest spot on a podcast during the week is insanely difficult. I've never been able to actually.
I've actually never really seen him as a guest on any, main state Broncos podcast. So he's got his hands full with his own show.
Yeah, he has made appearances on like Broncos Country Tonight and stuff like that, but it's rare.
He made an appearance at least once, possibly twice, on the previous podcast show that I worked with, but that name shall not be said. So we're here, and let's go.
That name shall not be the you know who podcast.
Yeah.
It's like a straight up Harry Potter thing here, like he who shall not be named.
Yep. Pretty much.
No, it's all right. Oh, I love it. Our dear friend from over on the Denver Broncos Roundup, Keith Brugman, popping in saying, "Hey, fuck you guys." Yeah, well, fuck you, dude. Just kidding. We love you, man. Glad you're here. Blitz also says that he orders Perna's coffee. Bench warmer brew, and no, it's not a sponsor of the show. However, I have ordered one bag of it, and it was very good coffee. So, yeah, free plug there, Brandon. There you go, brother. No, I'd love to get Perna on one of our shows sometime. It's just a matter of can we do it? Willie Snyder popping in. Hey, what's good in Broncos country? Hey, we're Broncos fans through and through. It's all good because it's game day. Losing sucks. All right, make no mistake about it. Losing sucks, but it has been good to at least see Broncos football on the TV. I mean, I and for those that get to watch it live, it's just fun. It's good to have it back. So anyway, all right. So next, let's topic a little bit more here. So we've talked a little bit about their offense, a little bit about their defense. What are we thinking about our coaching staff right now? I mean, going into this game, obviously Sean Payton, he's too arrogant to give up play calling duties to Joe Lombardi. So, do you think that he can step up his play calling game this week and actually open a can on them for this one?
I hope so. I mean, we've all been saying that Sean Payton is, one of the greatest offensive minds, to be in the NFL forever. However, I think he kind of gets tunnel vision, and you kind of see him run. I don't want to say the same plays, but almost the same plays every single game. And I would like to see, our run game get established instead of just running up the middle every single time. Let's try to get something around the outside. Let's get some pulling guards around the outside. Let's run a counter.
A little NASCAR package, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, they did, have the Wildcat formation there. I believe it was last week.
It was cool and it worked.
Yeah, and they did the flea flicker. The flea flicker worked. So, we have the ability to do that. It's just a matter of if Sean Payton cannot have 75-word play calls and let's get the play out there and get them going a little bit quicker. So,
sure.
Well, I think it's going to be very interesting to see the effect of McGlinchey being out.
And I was literally about to bring that up.
Even when he was in, we seem to be cautious in our play calling. Again, I keep saying the thing, but vanilla play calling.
There's no other word for it.
Usually, when you have injuries to a main player of your line, you get even more conservative because you have a new player. You have a new cog in the wheel. But you can't get more basic than what we've already been doing. So
yeah,
I kind of hope that this is something that I've heard on other podcasts that I never really thought about and kind of took stock in. But Philip Lindsay actually said this past week that he does not like, and obviously he's biased being a running back, but he doesn't like the committee approach to running the ball. You need to have one guy that you give the touches to so that he can get into a flow and kind of get his bearing to the game. And we've been giving it to a lot of different people. I will say we have not had a bell cow. We have not given the total amounts to just Javonte or just Jaleel or Tyler Beatty, obviously, but that's a whole nother subject. But I'd like to see that a little bit more consistency, at least maybe like, hey, Javonte, first half's yours, bud. Every carry's going to you. Let's see what you can do with it. So I'd like to kind of see that a little bit more too.
I mean, obviously, you got to give him a little break. You got to give him a little rest, a moment to get some water, catch his breath, whatever. But you're right. You're absolutely right. And I hadn't thought of that either. And so that's an excellent point that you made there, Jay.
I am the smartest man alive!
But, it is what it is, what we've seen so far. And what we're going to need, we're definitely going to need who is stepping in in a place of Mike McGlinchey. It's
Palazinski or
Alex Palczewski.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, we got a Polish guy stepping in. And let's just hope that he can get it done. I mean, he looked pretty good in the preseason, but again, Coyotes versus Grizzly Bears. Going to be a different animal for him. But he's not new to this league. He's been around a little bit. So here's hoping he can get it done. Open up some doors for us there, brother. So yeah, I'm with you guys on the play calling. You know, we've seen him. We have seen glimpses. Snippets. I haven't done that in a long time. We have seen little glimpses and snippets of some, special offensive play, but we need to see a little more. I want to see some more RPO. I want to see some more jet sweeps. I want to see some more passing over the middle.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Johnny. I understand all of the negativity that everyone is throwing at Marvin Mims and why he can't be involved and why he's not involved and all of this crap. But there's no reason, it doesn't take a genius to do a jet sweep with him and try and capitalize on his actual skill set of his speed. That's not a heady play by a wide receiver. And I have yet to see that play this year. So I really want to just see the ball in his hands and give him some open field, make a play.
And, I want to bring up a point because I asked you guys how we're feeling about the coaching staff. I want to bring up a point that I kind of came to. I honestly came to this on my own. I didn't hear it on another podcast, but this is kind of a thing that, watching back at the game, watching the play calling, the last couple games, I've kind of come to think about is Sean Payton. We always say he's arrogant. We all know that. He knows he's arrogant. I'm not saying anything that is going to that is going to surprise anybody. At least I don't think so. We know the guy is very high on himself and his ability. He's arrogant. I think though we're seeing something from him that we didn't think we would see from a seasoned coach, someone who's been around a long time, and that's he's getting emotional. Like he is letting emotion drive him. And when you let emotion drive you, when you get frustrated, and so you just start throwing stuff out there, trying to counter it, that's when mistakes are made. That's when bad plays are called, and that's when bad decisions are made. Because I really believe he is getting overly frustrated and allowing that to dictate the way he's calling the game. What say you?
I mean, I can definitely understand and see that point of view, but I mean, with Sean Payton have been a coach for such a long time, he's been such an established and a successful coach for such a long time. It's hard for me to I don't want to say believe it, but believe it is really the only way that I can. He should have the mindset and be well grounded enough to know that emotions need to stay out of it, and he needs to be logical and methodical about his play calling and decisions marching down the field. But at the end of the day, yeah, Sean Payton's our head coach. Yes, he's supposed to be a great offensive mind, but at the end of the day, it's the 11 guys on the field that it's their responsibility to execute and get the job done. You all know my feelings on Vance Joseph. I wasn't super happy when they brought him back. I'm still not happy that they brought him back. Even though our defense has been bailing our ass out of every single game and putting us in position to be able to win, I don't like Vance Joseph's play calling. If anybody's more emotional, it's Vance Joseph. You see him on the sideline when the defense, is giving up points or something, and he's throwing this and doing this, and it's like, bro, take responsibility and figure your shit out.
Fair enough. I can understand that point of view. That's a great point. Back to the comments here, guys. We have Heath asking us, offensive and defensive players of the game are ? So it looks like we're playing a little game of. Oh, I lost it there. Hang on. Here we go. Little game of. Just for S's and G's. So this is the phrase is incomplete. By our dear friend, we were posed with a question by our dear friend Keith Brugman. Says offensive and defensive players of the game are Rob. Go.
I'm gonna say Cortland Sutton, and for offensive player of the game, I'm hoping that like somebody else in our comments said that he has the lead out of his shoes, and he fights for the ball today. So I'm hoping he's gonna have a big day. Defense, I'm gonna go with Alex Singleton. I really enjoy his play. I think he's always around the ball and he's always making plays. When we need it. So those are going to be my offensive and defensive players of the game.
What about you, Jay?
I was going to say Cortland Sutton as well. I want to see Cortland Sutton with 10-plus targets. I want some high lows out of him. He is great at 50-50 balls. I've not seen a 50-50 ball thrown up for Court just to go fight for. Haven't seen that thus far in this entire season.
No, I beg to differ, Jay. There was that pass that Bo threw to him in the end zone. He should have been able to get over that guy and pull it out of his hands, but it's like he didn't even bother to try.
True. I guess that's an end zone, red zone type of thing. But I'm talking like, let's throw it 50 yards down the field to Court. Like
okay,
the Drew Lock bombs of basically the only plays Drew Lock were truly successful was hey, Court, you're gonna go fight a high safety and a corner, and you're just gonna come down with it. And I just haven't seen him given the opportunity to do that. And with Antoine Winfield gone out of this game for them, it's the perfect scenario to try that today. So that's why I want Cortland Sutton to be player of the game for offense. I think that's how we move the ball. And my gosh, and defensively, I want to see, Cooper continuing to dominate with Baron Browning out. Cooper has been the best pass rusher we have thus far in a true, outside linebacking. So those would be my two guys. Johnny, what about you?
I hate you both right now. You both of you took my defensive players.
Yeah.
Like you took the first one, Rob, and I was like, okay, I'll move on. And then Jay took the next one. I mean, God, this isn't the draft on fantasy football. A fantasy football draft. Quit taking my players. I'm just kidding.
Got him.
Yeah. All right. So offensively, Bo Nix. Giving it to Bo. Like you said, Jay, with the injuries to their secondary, and even their inability, or like the injuries in the defensive front, right, that they've got going right now. I think we can see Bo make some, use them quick little legs of his to get some good chunk run plays, and I think that he also completes some great passes and gets at least his first NFL touchdown. So, I'm going Bo. On the other side, I'm gonna go Pat Surtain. I know that it's a little, it's kind of a cliche choice to make to go with PS2, but he struggled last week in a big way. Not necessarily shutting down the field, because that's what he does. He always does that. He still did that, but he really struggled in penalty yardage. He was very uncharacteristic when it came to talking up penalties last week. I'm looking for him to, take a step back, take a deep breath, and come back out as the PS2 that we know, and just shut them down. Yeah, shut them the F down. So there you go. There we go. That's been that. Do we want to? We're at 39 minutes. Game starts in about 20. So we need to get, kind of keep the ball rolling here. Do we want to keep going with the phrase incomplete, or kind of keep rolling on?
Well, let's keep rolling on. Got a couple segments still left to go, right?
That we do. Let's see. Ty coming back at us after we throw out our love and support. He says, "Love y'all boys like family," and we feel the same way, brother. We do. That's what Orange and Blue Network. I can speak for Orange and Blue Network because that's the network that we keep rolling. We're on MHRT, but we're Orange and Blue Network, and I can speak for us. This is the family. That's what we, like I text you guys more than I text pretty much anybody else in my life. besides maybe my wife. You know what I mean? Like, we are always in our chat. We're sharing our lives, our family lives, everything with one another. We are a family, so we love you like family too, Ty, and we are here for you, brother. Willie Snyder says Peyton is always very vague about changes. Well, yeah, he absolutely is. He likes to play it very close to the vest. I would hate to play poker against the man. I'm just saying, you can't read that guy for nothing. And he keeps his moves close to him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who else we got here. We got Mr. Jack Kenna, a resident Raider fan and the Raiders host of the Wild Wild West on MHRT Network. He says, "Good morning, gentlemen. When does our game start? It starts at noon Mountain Time. 11 Mountain Time.
Yeah.
My apologies. So it's coming up soon, my friend. It's coming up soon." Blitz saying, "I definitely think next year, with all our money coming from Russ, our cap space and money to spend will be insane. I think we can get pretty much any player we want. We definitely need a stud tight end and wide receiver." I agree with you, brother. Yeah, absolutely. And we will address that more in a future episode. Just because we're running a little short on time. We got Clayton Heron in the house right now. Hey, guys. What's up, Clayton? It's good to see you. And like he says here, smash that like button and share, guys. Yes, thank you, Clayton. We appreciate that. If you have not already, please jump on over to Orange and Blue Network. Give us a like, subscribe, share, and comment on YouTube, X, Facebook, and even follow us wherever you listen to your favorite audio podcast. Then jump on over to MHRT, like, subscribe, share, comment on YouTube, X, Facebook, Twitch. Hell, MHRT's even on Instagram. Check it out, guys. Appreciate that very much, Clayton. All right. Let me see. Continuing in the comments before we hit our next one. Clayton's asking for a score prediction. We will do that in our "You Want to Bet" segment, my friend. Giving couple people popping in right now, giving their picks or picks for the offensive and defensive players of the game that we just did a minute ago. Ty Y says PS2 is his guy for defense, and then Reynolds for offense. Hey, Reynolds has actually been more reliable thus far than Cortland Sutton has. So
True.
I can see it happen. And let's see here. We got Jonathan Blair popping in. "Good morning, Broncos Country. Happy Oktoberfest." Yes, my friend, and I'm totally out of beer right now. But after I get done and go live here, I'm jumping over about a couple of miles to a dear friend's house, and I know they will have beer for me. So I'm really excited about that. Blitz saying that he got Cooper for defense and would love to see Bo for offense. So kind of the same, between the three that we each picked, and then everybody seems to kind of agree in the chat. So let's see it happen. It's got to happen. We're making it happen. We're going to what is it they say? Will it? Yeah,
Manifest.
Will it?
Thank you. We're going to manifest this win. All right.
It's on my vision board.
So,
Manifest. Come hell or high water, we're gonna win. Damn it.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. I love it. Oh man, that. Thank you, Rob. You just pumped me up so hard, my friend, right there. I mean, all I gotta say right now is,
I thought you said go, Bo, go.
I love.
And totally redeem yourself.
Yes, sir. All right. I think it's time, though, to discuss food. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
And the
I don't
best
know about
theme music,
you.
best
I'm
theme
hungry.
music of a segment out there.
Oh, you mean this theme music? Hey, Rob, you looked really tan in that intro video, bro.
I know. It happens. Summertime, I get a really dark tan. Wintertime, I kind of go back, and
Yeah.
everybody thinks I'm of Spanish descent, but really I'm Italian. I'm the other dark race, so it happens.
The other dark gray. Thank you. Oh, I love you, brother. All right. So we're doing Mile High Menu, guys, where we discuss game day food. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go first on this one because mine's gonna be really short. I have no freaking idea what I'm having today. Because like I said, I'm going over to a friend's house to watch the game, and they are surprising us with what we are eating. So I have no clue. Usually I'm the guy because I'm the you guys know I love being the chef. I love cooking something special for game day. I'm not doing that today. I'm going somewhere else where somebody else has got the food and I have no clue what they're serving. So that's it for me, guys.
Hey, that's
I have
even
no
better.
idea what I'm eating.
All you got to do is bring your appetite, bro.
You know it. It never happens that way. It's always me cooking. So I'm happy to lay back and eat. Just eat.
Well, contrary to what you have going on today, Johnny, as I've said before, I'm a nighttime cook at a local sports bar here in Utah where I'm at, and a coworker of mine has turned me on to Palm Curry buffalo chips.
Yo.
So what we do is we take our spicy buffalo chips, which are basically our version of French fries, and we put them in a bowl with some Palm Curry concoction, and we toss them around, and then we cook them. And I can't explain to you. I can't figure it out. I can't explain it. I don't know what it is, but when you cook them with the sauce on there, it is so damn good. But I think today I'm going to go with the Parm Hottie version of that sauce, and I think that's what I'm going to have today. That sounds very good.
There you go. Nothing wrong with taters. Nothing ever wrong with taters.
I could eat a potato every day of my life.
Absolutely. Last night, okay, so real quick, got to give a big shout out. As I said before, my father is literally sitting about 5 feet away from me right now, watching us live. He looks like he's enjoying himself. Yesterday was my father's 70th birthday. So happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
And that's actually the whole reason that I'm in Longmont right now. I made a surprise trip. My dad had no idea we were coming. My kids rang the doorbell at 11:30 at night, and he answered the door and lost it. He was so excited to see his grandkids and get to spend his 70th birthday with the family. Ty in the chat saying happy B-Day, Papa Baki. That's right. We got Blitz be repping. Shout out Daddy Baki. We got the same birthday. That's right.
Wow,
You and Blitz. He says, let's go. Love it. So, yesterday for Dad's birthday, Mom did takeout from Texas Roadhouse.
Nice.
And so I had their loaded mashed potatoes. That was so good.
It's all about the rolls and the honey butter, Johnny.
We had those too, my friend. We had those too. All right. Jay, what are you munching on today?
So it is the first day of the season for a batch of chili. It's coming. I wish Isaiah was here to hear the great news. I come bearing news. The chili is back. So super excited for it. It's chilly today, like outside. Froze my butt off watching football. So it is perfect timing to have a nice, hot, steaming crock pot full of chili.
Oh, dude. Look, hey, and you're doing yours from scratch, I assume, as you always do.
Yep.
That's my cousin. That's my cousin right there.
Oh, man.
Blitz saying he effing loves chili. He loves chili. Bob Skinner popping in. We call him Skinny Bob. He says, happy birthday to my dad over here. And, of course, to Blitz. Be repping as well. All right, guys. Well, that does it for Mile High Menu. If anybody else wants to toss their game day eats in the chat, please do so. We will address them as we go live into our next segment. Jay, do you have everything ready for the final segment of the show?
I do.
All right. Then I say it be time to play some bets.
Money line, I'ma run it every time. Give me mine, going up, need no decline. Money line, I'ma run it.
All right, guys, this is You Want to Bet, where we cover the betting odds on the game. We talk about the spread, we talk about the over/under, and we ultimately choose our winner, our loser, and our final score of the game. So, hang on, hold up, wait a minute. We got Ty White saying he's having jasmine rice with chicken sandwiches.
Ooh, they go.
Like it. Ty White says that's the best song of any segment. You know what?
It's up there.
I'm sorry. I got to disagree with you guys, though. The best is the new theme song for Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue. Okay, because it's literally called Orange and Blue Vibes. Okay, and it is, and it slaps, bro.
And
hey.
real quick, we skipped over a name here, and I want to recognize Roger coming in the house. New name for me, at least. I don't recall ever seen Roger before, but nice to see you, Roger, from Magna, Utah.
Hey, Rob, how close is Magna to you?
It's a few hours away.
Okay, all right. Well, Roger, welcome. Here's to you, proverbial, because I don't actually have a beer in my hand right now. Our dear friend right below me there, Bronco Rob, also resides in the snowy state of Utah. So, welcome to the Orange and Blue crew, and thank you for joining us. All right, so Jay, would you please regale us with the odds for today's game? I had brought them up according to Sportsbook Wire, but you are the man, so you do your thing here.
So right now we've got over under set at 40.5, which has gone up since the opening of it. Not by much, but it has gone up. So that's a pretty healthy point spread for an over-under at 40. And then the actual spread in and itself is 5.5 for Tampa Bay, which has actually gone down because we opened up at -7. So they have pushed the chips a little harder to the Broncos side of life, probably because of the injury report for Tampa Bay.
Likely.
Makes sense. So 5.5 Tampa Bay is favored by, and 40.5 is the over and under.
Okay. So 6.5 point spread. Broncos are underdog, and 40.5 points over and under. So we'll just call it, because math is stupid, we'll just call the over under 41.
Yep.
So let's go, boys. Who wins? Who loses? Do the Broncos cover that spread? And what is is it over under? What is the final score? Who wants to go first?
I'm terrible at this betting stuff. I'm never right. It doesn't ever work in my favor. I think the reason why the chips are being pushed a little more towards the Broncos, in the Broncos' favor, and I'm going to borrow this from a coworker of mine because he is all about fantasy football. I feel like he just lives, breathes, eats, drinks, sleeps fantasy football. He believes that this is going to be the game that Baker Mayfield goes back to showing everybody why he's Baker Mayfield. Not the 2 games, riding the hot hand, so to speak. But I believe if the Broncos do win, I don't believe they're going to cover the points. I think they're going to win by a field goal. 40 points, that seems like a lot for this game, but I'm going to probably take the under if I had to take anything. I'm going to take under 40. Score prediction, I haven't even really sat down to try to do the math. As you all remember, math is not my strong suit, but I'm just going to say that if they win, I think Denver will win by a field goal, but I don't think they're going to break 40. I'm going to take the under.
Okay, but I need you to give me a prediction of who does win.
All right. I'll go Broncos win by 3.
Broncos by 3. And what was your final score?
17-14.
Wow. All right. That's definitely the under.
Yep.
All right. Jay, you are the man who brings home the bets, okay? So
Rob, you absolutely echo exactly what I'm thinking as well. I've got Broncos covering. I've got unders. I think this is the game where Baker Mayfield does come back to reality because our defense is the best that he has seen thus far this year. So I actually had pretty much the exact same prediction, but I've got Broncos 17, Tampa Bay 10. And
woo!
I've got Broncos winning a turnover battle pretty substantially, and I think Baker at least throws one pick today. So low scoring game, but Broncos take it out. We finally see Bo Nix throw a touchdown.
All right. Before I give mine, we'll hit the chat real quick before we get out of here. We got Mr. Dave, Full Glass Glassman. Good to see you, my friend. We love you, man. He says 17-13 Bucks. Broncos to cover and the under. All right. So it's
D-Rock coming in.
oh yeah, D-Rock's right behind him with where is it? Okay. Honestly, I've picked the Broncos last 2 weeks, so I'm Bucks 34-17. Hopefully I jinx the Bucks.
Woof.
I like it. But remember, for Blitz, for his birthday, we're manifesting a win. Yeah? No. It's all right. We Jonathan Blair agrees with you. It's a 36-17 Bucks win, according to Mr. Blair. Let me see. Blitz be repping 24-17 Broncos win. That actually almost echoes what I predicted, what I was going to predict. However, I'm gonna be the only one that does this on this one. Okay. Broncos cover, Broncos win. All right. However, I take the over, but not by much. It's just a little bit. But I am saying it is 20. It is 27-17. Broncos over the Bucks.
Like it.
Like I said, I think with the injuries to all three levels of their defense, we're going to be able to chip away at them in multiple ways. We're going to see a lot. We're going to see the run game open up. Bo's going to use his legs, and we're going to see some improvement. Not great, some improvement in the air. So I think that equals more touchdowns, and I think ultimately toss a field goal onto that 24, another field goal on top of that 24, and it's going to be 27-17 Broncos. That's it, guys. That is you want to bet. Let's be repping says, thanks, boys. Let's get it. D-Rock, this one's for Blitz. Love it. All right, guys. We're going to get ready to roll out of here because kickoff is coming up. And I'm pumped. It is, D-Rock, I hate to ask, but is Marlon Humphrey, or not Marlon, good God, Lil Jordan Humphrey playing? Yes, he is.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. I don't know if he'll have as big a role as he did last week, but he will be playing. He will be. You will see him in the game. I really hope. Honestly, he was probably our most reliable target last week. So let's hope that maybe they do get him somewhat involved this game, because he at least right now he was consistent compared to some of the others. Just saying.
No more drops today, damn it.
No friggin' drops. All right, let's manifest that. No drops. All right, guys. We're going to get ready to roll out of here. This has been the Get Bucked Game Day Show on Orange and Blue Network and on the Mile High Roundtable. Please make sure that you're tuning in for the neighborhood live during the game. And don't forget to join that guy over there and whoever else chooses to join him for the Buck Your Feelings post-game show today. Don't forget to check out Orange and Blue Network's other awesome content. The Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast on Tuesday nights at 8 Central, and also the Broncos Talk on Wednesdays at 7 Central. Guys, we appreciate you. We thank you for joining us. If you have not already, like, subscribe, share, comment on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, for both Orange and Blue Network and MHRT Network. We're going to get ready to roll out of here. Boys, we will see you after the game. Go Broncos.
Broncos. Let's go.